whether I say it or not. Never wait on me. Like I said, when did I just say the other day? I don't care if I ain't sitting in this chair. What do? We go live. Andre, you seem a little flat today. Are you tired? Did you give up on the 75 hard, or did you not start it? I think today I've gone Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today will be day 5 of my 75 hard. It's Friday. Thank you for getting on here. If you don't know, my name is GoodTimeTommy. Hashtag GTT. If you're looking me up, you might find me also known as Tommy Davidson. If this somehow ends up on your Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram stream, I'm a real estate agent growing a team in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We're on a mission to go from 150 sales to 500. The reason why you should watch this, even if you're not in real estate, but you want to expand your life, the same principles that we're going to talk about are going to apply to you. Blake Duncan, good morning. I'll see you down in the Mexico, man. Is it your birthday? Are you 50? Thank God it's Friday. Blake, you're going to have a lot to say about this today, because I know as a former football coach, a former athlete, there's going to be some lessons. There's going to be some things I can talk about that you understand. So today what we're talking about is the hard way. Our buddy Brad Lee is writing a book that should be coming out pretty soon called The Hard Way. I've bought it, and I think when I bought it, I don't even think the book had been written. I don't even know if it had been really committed, and I bought the book.
I bought it too. Still waiting.
Still waiting. I got my notification, though. The book should be coming. But what I'm talking about and what Brad Lee talks about is a little bit different. His is about the lessons that he's learned the hard way and how you could prevent them. Where are you going? Who is it? What I'm talking about is doing things that are hard. So I'll ask you, Van. We're very light. We're very scarce today. We got a lot of people that maybe they've got COVID. We don't know, but they've been contact traced where they've been around somebody, and we're not letting them in the office. Seabolt, how are you? So, Van, what do you think of? What is something that you think of that would make you really happy?
Making some big money.
Making big money makes you happy. Okay. Give me some more things, because what we're talking about today, making the money would be a result.
Right.
There's things.
Being with my kids, that always makes me happy. Being
All right.
with my kids.
Okay.
Looking forward to a vacation.
Vacation. That's where I was going. Right now, Blake Duncan is on a vacation, celebrating his birthday. Other people, whenever they think about things that are fun or they enjoy, it's normally not going to be something that's hard.
Right.
Tell me some things that most people are going to think. And if you're watching, comment in here, Josh Harrell. Let me know, Tammy Burton. What are things you like to do? What are things that you think you find fun, that you find happiness? Like right now, if you could draw up, this is what I'd love to do today. What would it look like?
Go spend half the day on the beach
In
the warm sun with a cold drink. I think that sounds, and then look forward to going out for a nice meal afterwards. Oh, that sounds great.
All that does sound great. When we do that, Andrew, who's that?
Call those people who have that listing.
What is something that you think of that makes you happy? Like if you could pick this right here would make me happy today. What do you wish you could do today?
Play golf.
Play golf. What is one thing, come on by, Pastor, what is one thing that would make you happy?
Getting my deal go through.
If you got a deal on the works?
Yeah, but it's stuck a little bit.
Is it the one you've already written up, or is it?
Written up, yeah.
Okay, we'll get over that later. Good morning, Hayden. Thank you. Hayden, what is something that you would find a lot of enjoyment? Whenever people ask you that, what would you do today if you could that would make you happy? People will usually pick things that are very simple, easy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's usually going to be a vacation. So tell me this. When is the last time in your life you've ever committed to something that was a challenge? and you stuck with it. And you kept doing it over and over and over. See, the easier the things are in life, the less you appreciate them. The easier they are, maybe you have fun. See my Mimi. Whenever you think about doing things that are fun and easy, how long do they last with you? How long do you feel that way? It's like cotton candy, as Coach Burt would say. You do it that day, you come back on your trip, and all you can think about is, I wish I was still back there. It replaces it. So it's not a spending time with my son. Okay. So have you ever done something that lasts more than 60 days that was a challenge? Have you, Drew? Like people, I would say you were to start basic training, I don't know if it's as hard as it used to be, but basic training into the military, if you were to start that and you were to complete it, how long is basic training? Hello.
I think it depends on what branch you're in, but
How long do you think it lasts?
6 months.
6 months. Does it last that long? So every single day, the people that are in basic training, you're saying it's 6 months. It may be 10 weeks. It may be 12. I don't know. I don't know how long it is. How do you think they feel about themselves when they complete something like that?
Really very heavy.
Wonderful.
Whenever you do something that you really believe you can't do, but you make it possible, is really where the happiness comes from. But for some reason, we don't want to do the hard things that really make us happy. And I got this out of, Tammy Burton said 8 weeks. I got this out of Andy Frisella's book, 75 Hard, about a challenge that he made with himself. He made a bet with his friends that he could get to a certain percent of body fat. Well, he was really thinking about how much better we feel when we build mental toughness. Whenever you know you can do something because you proved to yourself that you can do it. That's not really what we're looking for. Successful people, though, they don't run from this. It's the people that want the easy life that really don't have anything to show for their life. How often are you trying to make yourself uncomfortable? Hard equals delay. Nobody wants delay, however. Delay equals higher reward. You know, nobody wants that delay. You're exactly right, Blake. But man, that is one thing that just cannot be taken away from you when you start doing it. My most proud accomplishments have been a delay. Because the delay equals much greater accomplishments. You can only do so much in short spurts. But whenever you do something that takes you a while to do, like one of my most proud accomplishments was done in late fall, early winter of 2012, whenever I lost 50 some odd pounds. It was hard work. It was miserable work. It was dealing with a lot of delayed gratification. So really it's something that you hate, but you're so proud of yourself if you accomplish it. So what I'm getting at right now is doing things that are hard and understanding that feeling you get of self-worth. The boys used to come in here and make 50 phone calls every day. That was their thing. Hayden, Drew, Josh, y'all would make 50 phone calls. You came in and you did that for a long time, several months. Nobody likes to come in and do that. But I would say your confidence in the way you felt about yourself was different then than it is today. Would you agree with that?
I would.
And that is why he's the best.
John Hart, what's up? Delayed gratification or deferred gratification describes the process that the subject undergoes when the subject resists the temptation of an immediate reward in preference for a later reward. That is very technical. That is a very wise statement, John. But why do we not put ourselves through these tests? If we know we're going to do something that's extremely hard, that's extremely challenging, why do we hate to do it? If we know the outcome equals a better feeling of ourself, why do we not do it?
We like the easy way.
We like the easy way, but here's what I think it comes down to. It comes down to, I don't understand that hair going on right there. Maybe I just need to trim it back a little bit, get a bigger forehead going on. What it comes down to is your habits. If you develop habits where you never push yourself, where you never get uncomfortable, it becomes impossible to even start. Everything, I believe, is about a habit. You are to develop a habit of always seeking to be uncomfortable. What is something that you could do today, Andre, that would be uncomfortable?
It's been a while since I made 50.
I know. How would you feel if you did it? Let's move you into the future. How would you look at yourself if you made 50 calls today?
I feel pretty good.
Do you? Mm-hmm. So here's what goes on with yourself. Whenever, like if over your life, you're 24 years old, you have had days where you felt good about yourself and you've had days where you feel bad about yourself. At 24 years old, there's no telling how many days you've had where there's been an outcome of good or bad. The way you feel about yourself today is the wins and losses that you've had prior to today. If you've had more days where you feel bad about yourself, you probably do not feel great about yourself. That's why you should win as many days as possible. You're going to feel better about you if 5 times out of the week you won those days. If you don't get uncomfortable, if you don't push yourself, if you don't really make things hard on you, you're probably not going to feel as good about yourself.
What if you have very high expectations set for yourself that are hard to meet daily?
Well, are you talking about you? Are you just...
Maybe.
Here's what's going to happen. Drew just posed a question where what if you've got very high expectations of what you should be doing or should be getting?
Should be, I guess both. Should be getting.
Well, what that's going to lead to is it's going to lead to a very unhappy state. And the reason why, do you know why it's going to lead to what he's asking is, what if you're somebody that has very high expectations of what they're going to do that day or what they're going to receive that day? Why would I say he's going to, Van, can you guess why I'm saying he's going to feel let down and unhappy?
Well, yeah, because he's unfulfilled in that desire to make that stuff happen, and he's not done what it took.
That's what I'm talking about. Number 1 don't matter. What was number 2, Van?
You haven't done what it takes to get to that.
He's not are you doing what you should be doing?
I could definitely be doing more.
Okay, that right there is all you need to say to yourself. Because you know, where you going? Say it loud. Where you got to go?
I'm
Point.
going out to
Cedar?
give this contract.
You got the money?
No, I got the money.
So what you just said to yourself is the single most important determining factor of how you're going to feel about you. I've got these high expectations, but this is what I'm really doing about it. There's this big gap right here of unhappiness. It's called wasted potential. And it's something over time you're going to really feel like, man, I've wasted a lot of potential. Completing harder tasks creates long-term confidence. Man, that's true. But I will tell people this, completing any task will lead to more confidence. The more tasks you complete, the more confident you will be. A lot of people, they start something and they never finish it. Well, they've got this little agreement going on with themselves that says, I can't finish things. I can't do it. So look, if you're somebody with high expectations and you're somebody that's not doing the things you need to reach those expectations, at one point, sooner or later in your life, you're going to become very unhappy. And you're going to become very unhappy with yourself, which it's going to lead to more problems. It's going to lead to you're going to start medicating yourself somehow, some way. Maybe it's eating. Maybe it's drinking. Who knows what it's going to be? But that's what happens to people that are not they're not living up to what they expect to themselves. Why would you say would you say that hard times equals more money? Now, Josh, I'm not exactly sure what you mean. Hard times. There's a lot of people out there that have hard times every single day that don't have any money. So what exactly are you asking, Josh? Does hard times equal more money? I do believe people that can suffer through hard times does build mental toughness. And if you're a mentally tough person, you have a lot more capability of people that aren't as mentally tough. How mentally tough are you? Some people can handle and withstand a lot of things that don't go their way, whereas some people, no matter what, they can handle it. So, Josh, I'm not exactly sure what you're asking, but more money will come from people that are trying more, that are doing more. It's all going to come down to the amount of action, how much creativity, how do you bounce back? Like 75 hard or different, there's a difference in times and task. Oh, I misread that. Like 75 hard or different challenges that you put yourself through. I was talking to my trainer this morning. Whenever you're working out harder in the gym, those actions, that commitment transfers into other areas of your life. I do believe that. There's a difference in times and task. What are the difference, Blake Duncan? Hey, we got to go do a podcast today. Been invited to a podcast. So, what's the hardest thing you've ever done in your life, Drew?
I don't know the hardest thing. That's tough.
Well, see, if you can't name something, you probably don't believe you've done anything really, really hard. Keep it seriously simple, but stay consistent. Don't lose momentum, says the great one. Carry
What's
on.
the hardest thing you've ever done?
Probably losing 50 pounds in 6 months, or the financial from broke to millionaire, from mama's house to a millionaire. That's probably those things.
I've lost 60 pounds before.
Well, why didn't you say that? Real estate test was hard as hell.
Whenever I think about the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, but is that, what did you say?
I mean, that just doesn't come to mind whenever I think about the hardest thing I've ever done in life.
Well, name something harder that you've done. How long did it take to lose 60 pounds?
A few months.
How many months?
Probably 5.
Okay. That how many things have you done that lasted 5 months that was hard, that you had to be committed to every single day?
Not many. I mean, yeah, I guess it was a pretty hard task to do.
Could you do it right now?
Yeah, I think I could.
You think you could? How did you feel about yourself when you started and 5 months later you'd lost 60 pounds? How did you feel about yourself?
Felt great.
Okay, well, how do you feel right now?
I mean, I don't feel bad.
But you don't feel like you did.
No, I don't.
So why don't people want to pursue that feeling? That feeling that I had, because nothing can really replace that fullness that you get. That way you feel about you. Whenever you do something that's extremely hard and you fulfill that mission, you complete that goal. Why do more people not want to do that? It's habits. You started a habit and you maintained that habit for 5 months. And after that, you had a new result. So if you really want to accomplish big things in your life, you're going to have to do things that are really, really, really hard. Wendy Sweeney, start your day with a task you can accomplish. That should lead to more accomplished tasks daily. I agree with that. The more you accomplish, the more you believe you can accomplish. The great Wendy Sweeney from Destin, Florida. Hey, I hope everybody has a great weekend. We got to get off here and get to rolling. So please like, comment, share the stream. If you haven't, I would really appreciate it. Everybody have a great day.